What's up, family? What's going on? Pretty good day yesterday. A couple of my loan shots didn't hit, but it was a pretty nice, productive day yesterday. Hopefully, you guys had a great day. First thing you need to do, you need to be following these guys right here on Twitter. I want you guys to win, man. The day starts and end with this right here, the injury report. This is underdog underscore. Underdog underscore NBA. Make sure you're following these guys. Hit the notification. Hit the notification so you'll be notified every time they tweet. Okay. What we do right here, we give a good. What I do, I give a good, outlook of some picks for PrizePicks, same game parlays, and bets. Okay. And then throughout the day, you should be, getting your thoughts together, all right? Because this is an important site because of rush hour. I call it rush hour, man. An hour or two up to from an hour all the way up until each game lock. You need to be glued to the news, okay? You need to be glued to the news, all right? And no other site can help you with that a little bit better. Better than this site right here, unless you have a list of beat writers, which I have a list of beat writers as well. But, I just got to throw that out there, man. You got to know your personnel. You got to know who's in and out. All right? And with that being said, like I said, no matter you're watching this on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, drop a like, all right? YouTube is the preferred place, though, But drop a like, and we're 15 subscribers away from, 30, what is that, 2,300? So hit the sub, man. Hit the sub. Indiana Pacers at Orlando Magic. Man, we got 10 games today. So maybe I should not try to break everything down. But let's see. 234 over under in the spot here. Indiana Pacers at Orlando Magic's here. I tell you, man, I got a strong lean towards Orlando in this spot. But Pacers on the back-to-back. I thought I read they're pretty good in this spot. But if I'm betting on anything, I'm betting on. If I'm betting aside, I'm taking Orlando in this spot. All right. So, Jonathan Isaac, man, I told you guys. Some of you guys already know. Watch out, the boy's coming. He had a pretty nice game last game. He's only playing limited minutes right now, and he's going to be playing some good limited minutes. He's a good defender. I'm excited to see what his offensive game is going to look like this year. Either way it goes, Indiana Pacers hard-fought game last night. So I'll tell you this here. Let's look. Been waiting on Wendell Carter's numbers. I hate when they do that. I just hate it. When FanDuel does that, I have to go look on another book. But they don't have Wendell Carter's rebounds or his ass out there. Period. All right. Don't see him on the injury report. So that's something that's concerning. Nembhard, if he doesn't go, I'd imagine Chris Duarte will get the start again, and he's a three-point shooter. He took 8 or 10 threes yesterday. Buddy Hield, he got there on his three-point prop yesterday, yes sir. So speaking of Buddy Hield, the small forward position, this Orlando team will give up the three-pointer. In fact, they're giving up the most three-pointers, so his three-pointers are in play. The two guard, somebody like Chris Duarte, if he does get the start, then it is what it is, okay? It's just plain and simple. Now, Wendell Carter, this Pacers team will give up the rebounds here. They're giving up the third most rebounds per 48 to that position. Miles Turner is a good is a decent defender, but if like I say, we took his double. I like to get Wendell Carter's double. I'm a big double fan of his when I feel like it's the right spot. I can't talk you off this spot here. Miles Turner is not the greatest rebounder, okay? But, he got some intangibles to, just like the shit he pulled yesterday with Vucevic. Like I say, Vucevic is not that bang guy. And, he'll tuck his tail sometimes. Yeah, I think Miles Turner got to him in that type of way. But it's remained this. If listen, I'm gonna take Wendell Carter's double. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, threes for Buddy Hield. Strong lean to the over 3.5 threes for Buddy Hield, man. Strong lean because the numbers there, but the juice is there as well. So I can see it's not an official play, even though I think he's gonna hit it, but it's not an official play. Let me keep it moving because I'm wasting a lot of time there. I think the rebounds, because Carter's rebounds been coming out at 8.5. Brooklyn Nets at Philadelphia 76ers 225.5 over under in this spot. Waiting on Joel Embiid news. Okay, so if Joel Embiid plays. I'm sorry, guys. Exit something out. If Joel Embiid plays, then it's going to be, I ain't going to say it's going to be crazy, but let me see what they're saying. He's questionable. I don't know, man. It's an iffy kind of questionable because he didn't practice much Tuesday after resting. He didn't practice much, so after resting his foot. So we'll see, man. If he goes, and if you think Claxton can stay out of foul trouble, Claxton can get some rebounds here. Okay. If he doesn't go, then I like Claxton rebounds, and of course, he's been taking on the scoring load as of late. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4 double doubles out of his last 5 games. 20 points in three of those last 5 games, and then he's been very active. He's averaging almost 3 blocks. You might as well say 3. He's averaging 2.7 blocks. Okay, so that'll be in play too. And then, like I said, if Embiid doesn't go, then somebody like Montrezl Harrell will be in play. Harden, self-explanatory with his assist prop. He can hit his assist prop with the best of them. Kyrie is self-explanatory from a scoring standpoint. He'll probably see some DeAnthony Melton if they didn't change their starting lineup up. So the starting lineup is going to be key. Watch Underdog NBA for that situation there. And then you got Ben Simmons going back to Philadelphia. And, I have no words for that, okay? Minnesota Timberwolves at New Orleans Pelicans here, 229.5 over under in this spot. Brandon Ingram is supposed to play today, so that's one thing, okay? We got to keep an eye out on the news for Rudy Gobert. If Rudy Gobert doesn't go, then, of course, the double-double's in play for Jonas Valanciunas, and they will give up the rebounds. He can still get a double-double on Gobert, but his chances are more highly likely. When the Gobert is out, so keep an eye out on that situation. The three ball. Minnesota will give up the 3 ball to the point guard position. They're giving up the 5th most threes to the point guard position. So, with Brandon Ingram being back in the fold, that'll probably help out with spacing and things like that. So that just makes CJ McCollum a little bit more dangerous behind the arc. So I'm definitely gonna like that. He hasn't hit 3 threes in his last 3 games. Prior to that, he was in fuego. So I'm looking for him to get back to that form. Okay. Yeah. So I got a strong lean towards the over CJ McCollum threes there. I know it's sitting at 2.5 now because he's been missing them. Let's see. I didn't go check. Let's see. Okay. Not up. Can't take off D'Angelo Russell threes either. Okay. Washington Wizards at Houston Rockets, 231.5 over under in this spot. This is a back-to-back for the Rockets here. I mean, the Washington here. We tried to take a stab at that double-double. We sprinkled a little bit on it for Daniel Gafford. I wouldn't even see that, but it was at plus 350 when I took it. He got in foul trouble, man. So that's a testament to how bad they defend the center spot. And then, that's a segue to, at least for the points, you know what I'm saying? So they're giving up the most, they're giving up the fifth most points to the center spot. You know, Dwight Powell goes in there and gives them 22 points yesterday. Dwight Powell, okay? So you're going to get Sengun. His player prop, his point prop was sitting at, it was at 18.5, I believe. Or I must have been seeing things, but you know, I got interest there. All right, I ain't gonna say I got interest there. You know, I mean, the numbers add up. You know, it is what it is. I'm probably gonna have to take it. Okay, he's hit this number in 3 of his last 4 games. So you know, it is what it is when it comes to that situation. Abracus Sengun, his assist prop sitting at 6.5. Now it's gradually going up. It was at 6 all the way up until yesterday. He's hit 6 assists in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. This 7 assist prop, out of those last 7 games, he's hit this 7 assist prop in 4 out of the 7 of them. And like I said, the other 3 he has 6 assists on the head. So if you want to tease it down or whatever the case may be my guess. I haven't been on it the whole way. Caught it yesterday though, but I haven't been on it last game, but I haven't been on it the whole way. Don't like the pace of this game, you know, but it is what it is. They run the offense through him, and then it's just, you know, he's just primed to hit this. Now, we do like to target point guards versus this team. As you can see, point guards versus this team here. Points-wise, they give up the most points. Assist-wise, they give up the second most assists. 3-pointers, they give up the most threes. And then fantasy points, they give up the most fantasy points. That coincides with PrizePicks, yada, yada, yada. Points, everything. And then sometimes you get your ball handlers. You know, some guys, they can be points like Bradley Beal. All right? So, you know, his numbers can be in play because he handles the rock as well. Keeping an eye out for live betting purposes for DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright is a pretty good defender, okay? And then, you know, he'll go out there and pop the 3 here and there. And, you know, double-digit points is not out of realm possibilities for him. He's been playing really good ball lately. But, you know, the point guard position, Monte Morris, and then, like I said, you sprinkle in some Bradley Beal with that, then yeah, those guys, you know, little peripherals like assists and rebounds and stuff like that, it's a possibility they can get that. All right, so that's good information to know, especially when you're looking at same game parlays. And Kyle Kuzma, the usage is going to be there for sure. You know, the usage is going to be there, so his points prop is in play. I probably wouldn't, you know, I probably look to his point prop more than his 3-point prop. Denver Nuggets at Milwaukee Bucks here, 231 over under in this spot. You don't need me to tell you about ABC. You don't need me to tell you about Joker. Let's talk about Jrue Holiday, okay? Jrue Holiday, this Denver Nuggets giving up the 3rd most points to the point guard position. They're giving up the most assists to the point guard position. I didn't check their rebounds, but Jrue Holiday is a big guard, and he'll go out there and give you some rebounds, okay? Denver Nuggets probably sitting around the middle. No, they're sitting in the bottom 3rd. So fantasy points to the point guard position, they are sitting at 1, 2, 3, 6. So, you know, Jrue Holiday, he's had, you know, I'm looking at his assist prop. His assist prop sitting at 7.5. He's had double-digit assists in I want to say 3 of his last, or 4 of his last 6. Let me take a look here, okay? He's had double-digit assists in 4 of his last 6. The 2 games that he missed, he has 7 assists. That's a hook right there, okay? Because his prop sitting at 7 right now, so 7.5 right now. So, you know, he's had double-digit assists in 4 of 6, and then the 2 that he missed was 7 assists there. Okay, so I'm fine with going to his over assists. You know, betting discipline. You know, to where if I lose, I can laugh it off. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay, now back to back for this Denver Nuggets team. I'd imagine the Joker should be going. He better go. I want to see this matchup. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the guys that are self-explanatory, I just wanted to, I know the Joker is self-explanatory. ABC is self-explanatory. Let's talk about this ancillary third guy right here. All right. Atlanta Hawks at Oklahoma City Thunder here. We got an over-under 238 here. Listen, we're going to stick to the most highest usage player because this video is going to be long. Let's stick to the most highest usage player right here, okay? Let's talk about, first of all, not too high usage, but let's talk about Clint Capella, okay? His game log versus the Thunder. You guys know who he is, So, keep an eye out for the news for Onyeka Okongwu. If he doesn't play, then, these numbers going to look more sexier, all right? Last 10 games versus these guys, you don't really need me to show you this shit, but you got double-digit rebounds of 7 to 10. PrizePicks, I've been riding his fantasy score. It's been fine, so I like that, and we'll see what his rebound props comes out at, It might come out at 10.5. I'll have strong interest there, okay? What else here? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, okay? Definitely got interest in him. Last time these two teams played, on the 5th of December, he gave these guys 35 points. He gave him 35 points. Both Murray and Young was there. Clint Capella had 14 to 16. Okay, this guy's just gonna keep it coming. So it is what it is with that situation there. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to those two guys for right now. Like I said, like I always say, when you get to guys like Trae Young and stuff like that, he's been a prime candidate for under threes this year. It just is what it is. 2.5. Look at his 2.5 threes. It's all the way juiced up like that, and then his under is juiced to the under at minus 156. Like sometimes the lines are gonna tell you a story right there. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let me see something. That's crazy, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of his last 15 games, he's hit that number 2.5 threes. All right. And prior to that, though, I mean, he was treacherous. But yeah, man. Pace-up matchup for both teams, though, so that's why I really like the rebounding opportunities. There should be assist opportunities there, so you could probably look at Giddey, but I haven't been looking at Giddey. I'm going to just keep it moving because this video is going to get longer and longer, okay? Memphis Grizzlies at Golden State Warriors. A lovely game. 244.5 over. Under in this spot. Look, Memphis, Steven Adams should be out for 2 to 3 weeks, I believe, maybe more. I can go to Underdog and get a refresher. Let's see. Anthony Davis is expected to play today. Rehard Mitchell, Hachimura is going to play. We know that. LeBron James just might sit out this one. We'll see. But Steven Adams, 3 to 5 weeks. Oh, my God. 3 to 5 weeks, okay? Let me refresh this just to see if there's any fresh news out while we're live. Well, not live, but... Speaking of live, I'm going to start going live, man, in the morning. I think that, what y'all think about that? Let me know what y'all think about that. Okay, nothing new. I should start going live in the morning, man. I think I should do early lines at night and then, bam, go live in the morning. I think that's what I should do. Toronto, so this Memphis Grizzlies and Golden State Warriors game, I don't know who's going to win this game, man. I don't. We might see some Brandon Clark getting a start, something like that. We know how Clay talks smack, all this, or whatever the case may be. I don't know who's going to win this game. I expect Ja Morant to go crazy, of course. We all expect Stephen Curry to go crazy. Klay Thompson shoots the ball well versus this team. Can't talk you off threes for Wiggins. It's just too much. All right? It's too much. Love this game for same game parlays and bankroll builders. Go in there and get you a plus 100, hammer it, and get out of there. One prop I was looking at. One prop I was looking at is Desmond Bain. I'm scared to take it. I want to take the under because it's juiced to the under. Maybe an under a fun little under parlay with under 6.5 rebounds for him and maybe under 2.5 threes for damn, what's that boy name? Trey Young, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not though. I'm not. I don't recommend that. All right, but yeah, I just probably want to take a stab at it. But the ball's gonna be flying all over the place, and then minutes equal opportunity. Bane is gonna be out there, so that's one reason why I don't want to go there. Granted, he's hit this number 2 out of his last 3 games. He's only averaging 4 rebounds though. I'm going to leave it alone. No Steven Adams, I'm going to leave that shit alone, man. And then Golden State, they're going small right now. Yeah, I'm going to leave that shit alone. However, he had been Hulk smashing his rebounds and assists, okay? Desmond Bane had been Hulk smashing his rebounds and assists. I remember it was at 8.5, 9.5 at one point. It's at 9 point. He's averaging 9.3. It's at 10.5 right now. 10.5. He's hit this number 2 out of his last 3 games. It's pretty high. But it is what it is, man. We'll see what's going to happen there. Everything is in play, though, man. You're looking at the 3-point props here. All the threes in play for the usual suspects. This Andrew Wiggins, his 3-ball is sitting at 2.5 at plus 158. You know, it's times where he'll just come out here and drop 5 threes on their ass, man. So it's a lot. It is a lot, man, to like about that game. And then there's another game that's a lot to like right here, man. Toronto Raptors at Sacramento Kings. 238 and over under in this one here. These Sacramento Kings and these Golden State, and most of these Golden State games, I just don't go and pick one prop. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, I have to wait till later on in this Toronto Raptors game, but I will have some interest in Precious Achiuwa rebounds if he can stay out of foul trouble. All right, so if his rebounds come out at a reasonable number, then I probably have some interest there. As far as Toronto Raptors whole side, listen, the usual suspects are in play. They play all the game. They played the whole fucking game damn near. 30, 38, 39 minutes. So barring any foul trouble, I like all of those guys, to tell you the truth. Sacramento Kings is not pretty good defensively, I'm telling you that. But they play some good basketball, especially offensively. Points-wise, Sacramento give up, they right there, right? Giving up, in the vicinity of giving up the most points to the point guard, to the point guard position. I think they give up the assists too, yeah. So Sacramento, they down there in the vicinity. The 3-pointers, probably not so much on paper, but there they are. They're in the vicinity. Fantasy points, they're in the vicinity right there. So shooting guard points, of course, they right there in the vicinity of giving up points to the shooting guard position. Kevin Huerter's not the greatest defender. Yada yada yada. 3-pointers, shooting guard position. They're in the vicinity right there. So the list goes on and on and on, okay? Small forward, points. They give up the second most points to the small forward position. 3-ball. They look good. They're a little bit better. But I don't have to keep going down the line. And vice versa. Especially for the center position. This rebounding especially, Toronto will give up the rebounds. This doesn't reflect on it right now, but they will give up the rebounds. All these guys, they're going to be out there for the Toronto side, and then the rebounds and assist props, the combo, they're in play for multiple guys, for the usual suspects. When I say the usual suspects, like rebounds and assists, you're looking at Fred VanVleet, who's been crushing it lately. Pascal Siakam, who I would normally go to his 13.5 rebounds and assists without a doubt, but Precious Achiuwa has been coming in getting double-doubles. Like I said, Fred VanVleet has been hitting that number, and Scotty Barnes, he's been hitting that number, okay? You can go in and fact-check all those numbers right there, but it is what it is. So you know what the usual suspects looking like over there. Harrison Barnes has been on a tear, so I can't talk you off numbers or 3-pointers from that guy either, okay? Next game on the docket would be the Utah Jazz and Portland Trailblazers, and I'm looking at the bigs in this one here. Walker Kessler had 8 rebounds off the bench last time these two teams played. Portland Trailblazers, they're not good at defending the center spot, at least points wise. They give up the most points, and then Utah Jazz is right behind them. You get a double-double for Jusuf Nurkic at minus 103, I think I seen. I can go back and fact check that for you guys. But yeah, that's in play. Minus 105 now. And Walker Kessler, like I said, last time these two teams played, Walker Kessler was coming off the bench. He did have like 8 and 8. Now he's starting. And, barring foul trouble, he's a prime candidate for a double-double or at least to hit his rebound prop, okay? And then let's go. Mike Conley is in play for assists. That's one thing. I can't talk you off none of the other usual suspects, though. Those are some plays that I'm looking at. San Antonio Spurs, Los Angeles Lakers. Look, LeBron James might sit this game. Anthony Davis was supposed to be playing 20 to 24 minutes. Rui Hachimura should be playing, okay? Excuse me. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. I don't have no definite prop right here until all the news come out. Gonna love this game for same game parlays. I'm out, man. I'm out, okay?